In this video, we are going to have a closer look at the camera node and how to work with it. So right now you can see that here I have my camera in my scene, and this is what we see here through my camera. And so I could adjust its position here directly in the 3D viewer in order to try to find the framing that I like. But this is one way of working, and this is a way that I like a lot, having a 3D viewer here and a 2D viewer here, and that allows me to do a framing easily. But there is another way which is great as well, and I'd like to show you. I could come here in my 3D viewer to that drop-down menu and select my camera, here camera 1. Now I will look through my camera. So this is great. I could, for example, come here and adjust my properties, and I could do my framing in the 3D viewer directly. Now I could click as well on that option here, and now that will lock my viewer through that camera. For example, I cannot pan anymore. I will be always having that little square here just to show me that I'm looking through the camera. Okay? Another thing I can do, and I think this is one of the best options in Nuke, is to do a control click on that camera here. And now, when I'm moving into my viewer, I'm actually moving the position of my camera. Pay attention to those things here as I'm moving my camera. So this is a great way as well to frame your shots. So just one thing, when you found the perfect framing for you, don't forget to uncheck that camera options, because otherwise, as you will move inside your viewer, you will actually change the position of your camera. Now, as we are talking about how to set up your camera, I'd like to show you that tab here, the projection tab. The projection tab allows you to change, for example, the focal length of the camera. For example, if you'd like to recreate a camera with a 35mm, you can enter here the focal length of your camera. You have other options, the aperture, the near clip, far clip. I won't go through all of this right now. Now, last thing I'd like to show you as well is how to import a camera file. Well, you need to create a camera node, as we have right now, and you need to go to the File tab. And you will click on Read from File, and those options become available. So I will click on that guy here, and now let's navigate to the material folder coming with this course. Inside the 3D folder, I will select the shotcam.fbx, and I will click on Open. Nuke will ask me if I'm sure that I want to read that file, because it will destroy the current camera data. So whatever you modified in your camera will be destroyed by those new data from that file. So here I'm sure, so I will click on Yes. And now I can see, if I come back to my camera, that those guys turn blue. And this is because we have an animation in that camera file. So great. As well, everything is great, and I cannot adjust those values anymore, just because that node is now in read from file mode. If I'd like to modify the animation or the different attributes of my camera, I just have to uncheck the read from file, and I will keep the data from the file, but now I can go and modify them. In my case, I just don't want to modify them, so I will click again on the read from file. It asks me if I'm sure, because it will destroy the data again, so yeah. And now I'm sure I'm safe that I won't change the data, and I will work with the camera I'm supposed to work with. And this is the camera we are going to use in the next chapter to animate our matte painting. So this is great as it is. So before finishing this video, I'd like to rename my camera to Shotcam, because this is my main camera, and we will see in the next chapter that we will create other camera for camera projections. So it's great to rename your main camera something simple to identify. Alright, well, this is it for this video. I will meet you in the next video to suggest you some homework before going further to the next chapter. See you there.